Good morning. We're here live in Louisville, Kentucky for the 48th Annual Street Rod Nationals. The cars at this front gate will be coming in for hours. We're going to be here all weekend, and
we're going to be having a blast.
I'm having a blast already. So let's take a look at some of the cars around here.
Great Day Live. We're kicking off the Street Rod Nationals here at the Kentucky Exposition Center with Jim Rowlett once again. Jim, we have to explain a little bit what's going on here because I don't usually get interviewed while I'm interviewing.
You don't get interviewed while we're interviewing. National Street Rod Association uses V2 Media out of Memphis to video the show, and they thought it'd be kind of cool to do an interview on the interview.
What is the appeal of hot rods and muscle cars that keeps people not only interested in this hobby, I mean, for decades, but pulling in their other family members as well?
Well, you know, it is an American tradition, I think, cars. Not every country has the same thing, but it is a tradition for us. And, you know, it is family oriented. It's a neat place to go. Particularly the older cars, you can still work on them. You know, you get a little garage time, and you know, dads will teach sons and dads will teach grandsons. So it's a neat deal.
Absolutely. This is a great way to just get the family all involved in one great craft. It's American history at its finest.
Absolutely.
The cars are my love. I love a fast car. As my mom would say, I am the lead foot of the family, and I'm okay with that.
That's good. That is good. You know, we like to keep it under control, but hey, it's okay. You know. You need to go out there. You hear me now? Take her to a street con and get her out there and get her one of those share rides. We got to do that.
Guys, wish me luck. Safety first.
That's right.
Good luck. Have fun. Hey, okay.
That is just really cool. I loved that ride.
Good.
I'm not sure about you. I think you were loving every second
I
of
do.
this. This is
I love
your
every second.
First
something
run
like
today.
that. Yeah, something like that. I will tell you that it's a very approachable sport. If you want to try autocross, the worst you can do is hit some cones, and it doesn't matter if you drive that course 10 miles an hour like a golf cart, or you go out there and you floor it like I do. You are absolutely going to have the same amount of fun, if not more.
I'm here with Mr. Scott, who is from the Auto Shop out in Vermont, the hot rod capital of the world.
We're trying.
Getting there.
One car at a time.
So tell me about the make, the model, the year,
Sure.
everything about this beautiful Corvette that we have right here.
So it started out as a 1966 Corvette. It's been cut down the middle, and the whole car has been widened 6 3/8 inches. So it started out by widening the whole car. It's riding on a custom Roadster Shop chassis that's been narrowed in the front and rear. And then every body line, every panel that you see is all custom on it. So there's really nothing stock left on it. EVOD machined the wheels and a bunch of other parts for us. And then we nicknamed the car Split Ray, and then it kind of stuck because we took a Stingray and cut it in half. So
Makes complete sense.
it worked, yeah. And then the interior is based off a C7 Corvette. So it almost feels like a new Corvette when you get inside. We've got a little over 13 computers inside the car, so it can all be controlled through Wi-Fi. So through a smartphone, iPad, pretty much any one of those devices. It's definitely got a kind of a European supercar feel. So we've changed everything. Every jam has changed. Everything as you go through, and you'll see like the side pipe design comes up, and then that actually brings you into the sill plates that are designed to complement that. Even the pedals, the gauges, everything on it's one-off.
I am here with Mr. Bob, who is, of course, in charge over here at the UPS Commercial Way. Just want to make sure I'm getting that right. So talk me through, what is the Commercial Way and how do I get a car entered into this arena?
Well, it's pretty straightforward. These vehicles were originally built for industrial commercial use. Whether you're a plumber, a carpenter, a tow truck, a milk truck. So UPS felt it was important that we acknowledge the workmanship and the skills that go into making a commercial vehicle into a pristine hot rod.
Right.
So
okay.
we've been doing this for 17 years, and UPS has the biggest fleet of commercial vehicles in the world, so we think we understand what a commercial vehicle is. And a lot of participants, probably on the neighborhood of 30 to 50 people, show up every year. And we have a panel of judges, which are made up of magazine editors, car builders, and professional street riders that do the selection.
And what are you looking for when the judges are looking at each of the cars?
We're looking for workmanship. We're looking for detail in the assembly of the vehicle. We're looking at the paint and the sheet metal finish on the vehicle. We're looking for originality and creativity and overall appeal.
So we're here in the exhibit hall at the Street Rod Nationals with Brian with Low Car at the Industry Driven display. So tell me a little bit about what this Industry Driven area is about.
It's kind of a neat thing, and we're really proud to be the first, we're the inaugural company to do this. And it started off with, I think the idea was to show the passion in the cars that the people that are building the parts, is like Low Car does, what we do and what we have. And we have the cars here, Skip and Debbie Walls, the owners of Low Car, and it's, I tell people all the time, this isn't a display of wealth, it's a display of passion. Skip's the American dream. I mean, he started off out of his bedroom in the house making seatbelts and stuff. We don't even make seatbelts any longer, but I mean, it's from that has evolved to a company in Knoxville, Tennessee that employs about 50 people.
here with Mike Crispin, and we're at the new product display. So would you like to tell me just a little bit more about what we've got behind us?
What we have here, this is a 40th year plus that we've had this new products display. And if you are a manufacturer and want to highlight a new product for the coming year, this is where it has to be. And in years past, and this year including, you could almost build a complete car with products in this room. There's everything there's 5 different categories from price-wise up to $200 to $5,000 plus. So there's anything in here, everything to fit your car.
What are some of the things that we have going on back here? So I see some rims, some steering wheels. What else do we have back here?
Whatever it takes to build a car. There's an engine right there behind you. The whole car has a table full of their late new innovative products. There's different lights, there's safety related items, there's tires, there's gauges, there's steering columns, you name it. If you need it for a car, there's something here for you. You need to take this room in if you're a car enthusiast, and this will tell you what the leading edge of products are going to be, what the newest fads are, the safety related items, everything.
Well, it's a 1954 Corvette. Started out that way. We've done a lot of modifications to it. It has a 56 Corvette lift-off top. They originally did these cars. GM did 3 of them for the Motoramas in New York, Los Angeles, and Montreal, Canada. And they only did 3 of them that had that style top on it. This was not one of them, but we wanted to build that car. Actually, these cars have all been destroyed except one. There is one out in Vancouver, British Columbia. It has Jameson tubular chassis. It has LS1 with Edelbrock supercharger. It has Bear brakes, 14-inch Bear brakes. It has air conditioning. It has complete Pro Auto interiors, leather custom-built interior inside, chrome plating by Advanced Plating in Nashville, Tennessee. There's lots of body modifications involved in order to get all of this to work together. We built the hood with a scoop on it like a Cal induction hood off a 70 Chevelle, that type of a look to it. We actually cut the car all the way down through the middle, right straight down this side, and down that side, took the complete sides off the car, widened everything, and then put them all back on.
Also, the 54s were true roadsters. They had no roll-up windows.
Right.
So he actually grafted 56 doors, interstructures in. He's also got steel structure within the whole compartment area and in the doors for safety. He put all the steel in, which it didn't come with steel. So he's put roll-up windows, and like I say, he had to rework all the back and the front in order for the for the top to work, because they only came with like a soft top. They didn't have a lift-off hard top.
The 48th annual Street Rod Nationals, the biggest and best event in the country. And we're just really proud to be back to Louisville again one more time with this event. But seeing the magnitude of it this year again, and how big and how good it is, how many new vehicles have already shown up. Yesterday in registration, they registered a record amount of on-site entries for one day.
Wow.
And
how many did they get?
1,685 just yesterday.
Wow.
So it was the girls that are all volunteered in registration. It was just really fantastic for them, And
exciting. Get a lot of new people in.
New people and the amount of older people that are returning back. Kind of like these ladies behind us.
I luckily see them in your glasses, so I knew that they were approaching.
that come down
His
here.
favorite crabs.
They come down here to have a good time. She didn't beforehand.
Just now meeting
She
you.
didn't beforehand. These are 3 of my girlfriends out of Chicago.
Oh.
The crabs. Cruising, racing, and BSing.
As I was making mention to you, the new friend today, old friend tomorrow aspect. These are people that I met umpteen years ago and it doesn't matter where you are going across the country, it wouldn't surprise you to see them there anywhere. But they seek me out when they do, just to come and say hello, you know. And their husbands are going, "Oh God, there he is again," you know. So.
Thank you. That's probably one of the best reasons to come down.
It is.
Just meet the awesome people here.
It is, and it is just people from all over the country that represent all walks of life, that for this crazy weekend put away the jackets, the ties, the uniforms that they might wear during the week, to don the blue jeans, the t-shirt, the tennis shoes, and come for a good time as a family.
Absolutely.
You know, and people of all ages.
And everybody can just bond over it. It's a family-started tradition.
There's worse things than getting your hands dirty.
Yeah,
You know, there's a
absolutely.
lot of things worse than getting your hands dirty and getting out there and having a good time. And once you get out here, you see something that you really like, you walk up to it and you're surprised when you meet the owner and find out who does really own that car. And it's not always a guy, as you well know. There's a lot of ladies that have their own cars, but then find out what made that car tick, what made the two of them do what they did together to select the engine or the interior colors or the outside or whatever the case might be, you know, to put that car together and then enjoy it as a family when it's all done. Unfortunately, I like them all, you know, and I look at cars that what look good in my garage, you know, and I happen to drive a 32 Ford Roadster, and I've got a 33 Ford sedan that has got umpteen miles on it from driving all across the country, you know, but I like them all. And you turn around and you look at some of these and you go, wow, you know, that is really nice. And so I don't know, it just as long as they're here and they're capable of being driven and they look good, to be going down the road and have somebody like ourselves look up and say, hey, look at that. That's the whole goal, is just to have fun with it. You know, to go out and try to win something, all that doesn't mean anything. It's to have fun with it.
We are coming at you live again today at the Street Rod Nationals. There are going to be 11,000 plus cars today, and you have to get down to see all of these.
I'm Melissa Hass, and we are live here at the 48th Annual Street Rod Nationals. It's always so exciting to come back. I love coming here each and every year, and one of my favorite parts is being here early in the morning when all of the awesome cars are coming in. That's what everybody's out here doing right now. They are lined up, they're watching all the awesome vehicles that are making their way through this morning. So we came over here to the swap meet. Now this is the place if you need any part, any kind of part, or if you don't need your parts and you want to trade or give, this is where you come and people swap. They swap them all around. So you need something to finish off that collection of yours, you can find it here. You need something just to add to something you're already building, you can come over here and get a good look at it. So tell me, how many years have you been doing this, coming to the swap meet and setting this up for the past, how long?
Well, I'm 65, and unfortunately, I've been doing it longer than he's been live, and he'll be 40 in December. So I guess you could call a lifelong pack rat, because this is a lot of accumulation, and I'm not had any better sense than to keep buying.
That's pretty awesome, though. But what brings you back every year? Why do you enjoy doing
Good here. We spend as much as we sell.
Okay.
I'm leaving it to him.
Well, we want to take a look at what are some of the pieces in here that are personally your favorite, or that's pretty popular when people come and they're looking for parts.
I have these 22 model toys, 1922, that are pushing 100 years old. I have a big collection of the original Tennessee state-shaped license plates that are all original and restored and unrestored. I have thermometers and signs, and I have some vintage gasser parts off old cars, old race cars, and vintage speed equipment and whatnot. But we have a good time, and we enjoy the people, and we've always been around a good group of people in the NSRA and the Street Rod Association, and we find that people are honest people. You can leave things out, and it's a family atmosphere.
That's one of the best things I hear consistently throughout the years with NSRA. People love to bring their families here. It's family oriented. You can buy an old car, you can buy some, restored older toys or signs. I mean, there's not a shortage of anything that you can buy or trade or look at here. It's family fun and good people, right?
The first NSRA event I went to was in '82, is when I joined, and I had a '39 Chevy, and you go back and he's 5 years old. And we've been involved with it since then, and we live in Knoxville. We were glad that they came to Knoxville. It wasn't that far, but we've had a great time.
And I'm here with Miss Kelly McDowell, and she's going to talk to us a little bit about FuelTube.
Yeah, so we launched FuelTube. It's a website that pulls car videos from YouTube, and then we're working on creating a lot of new original content. So this year so far we've launched a series featuring Goolsby Customs and their shop, and we launched a series about George Poteet telling the story behind 10 of his favorite cars. And now we're working on a documentary style series that will look into different aspects of things like the car stereo and highways and car insurance and things like that. And then later on this year, we're going to launch a series based off of some of our clients and the stories they have to tell about their cars.
And so your clients are through American National, and it is a car insurance company, but what's special about this car insurance company?
Sure, so one thing that makes us unique is we don't just do collector car insurance. We specialize in collector car insurance, but we do home, life, regular auto. We cover everything. And some of the big names in collector car insurance only do that, so that makes us unique because we offer additional discounts if you bundle your home and auto and things like that.
So what makes a car a collector car? How would I specify that my car is a collector and that I want the collector car insurance for that?
Sure, so a lot of people ask that, how old does it have to be? And we have categories that cover every year. So if you have a 2016 Corvette, you can get a modern classic agreed value policy. So it doesn't really matter how old it is. It just needs to be, say, rare or unique in some way. It needs to be collectible. So the main thing you want to look for in getting collector car insurance is the agreed value, because you want to make sure that in the event of a claim, you're going to be covered for the entire amount of what the vehicle is worth.
I'm here with Mr. Josh Mishler of Advanced Plating in Nashville, Tennessee. So tell me just a little bit about what your company does.
Well, we've been in business since 1962. We're a plating shop, metal restoration. Basically, any type of part that you have for a car, that whether it be pot metal, steel, aluminum, or stainless, you can send it to us, and we will perform a restoration on it. Whether it be removing dents, waves, ripples, imperfections, and we'll take it down raw and go up from there and make it just like new. Hopefully you'll find it's better than what it was new.
So what is the process? I see all these different pieces out here that are kind of parted off into different processes. What is the process to actually restore into making it the beautiful final product that it can be?
Well, basically what we'll do is we'll start with your raw part. You don't have to do anything to it before you send it to us. So what we'll do is we will actually chemically strip it, and then we will do a metal finishing to it, which is essentially, done through a series of different grits and grinding. Once we get to that point, we will put a DA finish on it, and we will polish it out, and then we'll run it copper. Once we've ran it copper, it goes back to the polisher, and if the polisher needs to make any type of repair to it, whether it be any type of imperfection that requires lead solder or anything of that nature, they will do it to the copper at that time. After that, it will get more copper on it, and then when the polisher is finally happy with the way the part looks, he will polish out the copper, buffing it, and then we'll run it nickel chrome.
Okay. And about how long does this process take to make it just 100% perfect back to new?
Well, see, now that's a tricky question, because if you were to drop a part off with me and say, how long will it be before I can get my parts back? Right now, we're looking about 12 to 14 weeks. Now, it's not necessarily that it takes 12 to 14 weeks to do your parts, but we have many customers in line, and everything's pulled numerically. So a lot of that 12 to 14 weeks is time waiting to get into the shop to get it done. So.
I'm here with John Keller Jr. at All American Billet, and they've got some really cool equipment going on here. So tell me more about what we've got in front of us.
So what we have here is our big block Chevy front drive system. So this takes place of the V-belt system that people normally ran back in the day. So this one's actually a one belt 6-groove system. So it actually utilizes a new water pump, AC compressor, 160 amp alternator, a crank pulley, GM Type 2 pump. Comes with a Gates tensioner and a Gates belt. So the nice thing with this kit is, versus buying different parts that are universal, making it together, this is actually a 100% bolt-on system. You actually put on Saturday morning, and then you can set up Saturday afternoon and drive your car or truck.
So this thing is massive. How much does it actually weigh?
Well, this kit weighs about 60 pounds, so very comparable to what the factory had back in the day.
That's not bad at all. Does it come in any other colors besides this beautiful chrome?
So it's not, we actually have machine finish, which is a raw aluminum. We do have polished, which is right here. We have a black anodized, which we call our Silverline series. And we also have Supreme Silverline, which is actually a gloss finish that we anodize.
Are there any other products that y'all make?
Yes, we do. We actually have what we just brought out with is our C10 suspension package for the front and rear suspension made out of billet aluminum.
And when can that be available to anybody that wants to have that put into their cars?
Well, actually, the rear trailing arm suspension is available right now online, and we have our front suspension coming out in a few weeks.
Well, that sounds awesome. What about anything decorative that I want to put into my car? Because I'm all about the accessories rather than what's really under the hood, as long as it's supercharged,
Okay, well, we do have supercharged applications for the LS motors, but if you're looking at steering wheels, columns, if you're looking at door handles, window latches, a lot of interior components. We do have some exterior components as well, so it more just depends on what you want to do to dress up your vehicle.
And how can I get more information on seeing all the things that y'all have to offer?
So you can go online at www.allamericanbillet.com, or you can also sign up for our new catalog from our website as well.
I'm here with Craig Darpino of American Auto Wire, and he wants to tell us a little bit about his company.
American Auto Wire is a manufacturer of the world's best aftermarket automotive harnesses. We're located in Belmar, New Jersey. We're a full manufacturing facility with about 80 employees. All of our parts, all of our wire are sourced in America, and all of our harnesses are assembled right in New Jersey.
So about these wires, what makes them so special and what makes them great for auto builders and collectors at the Street Rod Nationals?
Well, the wire we use in our kits is GXL wire, which is a cross-link wire. It means it has a very high heat rating. It's also very flexible, and it can handle chafing better than a standard PVC wire, which you'd find in lesser, value kits. Our wires are labeled every 2 inches, so you're able to know exactly what circuit you have through the whole length of the car. And it's all sourced right here in America. It's all coming from ores, copper mines in America. So it's not outsourced from another country.
That's pretty awesome. But what if I'm not great at finding out which wire goes where, and I kind of need a little bit of help because I'm kind of new to this game?
All of our kits come with full color instructions. They're very thorough. They give you not only a drawing, but a written description of each circuit. And also we have full tech support from 8 to 5 Eastern, Monday through Friday.
Is there anything special that you'd like to show us?
Yeah, I want to show you this terminal and connector kit. It's a 250-piece professional grade terminal connector kit using all GM connectors and terminals. There's a full list of the parts you get here, but what's important is a lot of these pieces, if you were to source these individually, would get very expensive. This kit retails for $89, and it can be found cheaper through dealers online. But if you were to individually source this kit, you'd be well into $150, maybe $200 just to put this kit together.
I'm here with Matt Martin of Autometer, and he's going to tell us just what they're doing out here and what his company's doing.
Well, we are happy to be here at the Nationals. We've been coming to this show for, I can't remember how many years, many years. This is a great show for us. We're especially excited this year because this is our 60-year anniversary. So Autometer has been a company for 60 years. And we're very proud to be part of this industry. We're American manufacturer. We still build all of our products in Sycamore, Illinois. It's just been a really great ride. I've been with the company for 20 years, so it's been really great. We look forward to this show and look forward to seeing all the people, meeting all the street riders. It's a great time.
What kind of products do you all bring to the show every year?
We do mainly instruments is what we specialize in. Street rod instrumentation, hot rod instrumentation. We even expand, do stuff for drag racing, including the vintage drag racers.
Do you see any of y'all's products out here on any of the cars this year?
Oh, we absolutely do. Yep, we see many vehicles out there with our product on there. It's very exciting.
Which one have you been the most excited about seeing coming back?
As far as product or vehicle?
Either.
Really nothing in particular, but it's always nice to see a lot of these really high-end, award-winning cars with our products on there, just regardless of whatever product it is. It's just always, a nice sense of pride to see that on a lot of really high-end cars.
Okay, so now it's time. We're over here in the pros pick, the best of the best, some of the really amazing, beautiful, awesome cars. And I'm here with, tell everybody your name.
I'm Devin Butterbrodt. And John McLeod.
Okay, now I know you guys sponsor. Tell us a little bit about your business and why you put this on each year here at the Street Rod National.
Well, we were asked by the NSRA if we would sponsor this, and our entire team is really proud to do it. We get to come out, we get to meet our customers, and get to maybe meet some new customers. And of course, we get to get outside and actually get to see cars. Normally, we're stuck in the booth working, so it's a real good opportunity to be part of the whole car culture.
That's awesome. And Devin, I hear you put a lot of this together. What is your role here? Sponsoring this?
Here we do a lot of just organizing with the judges, getting the judge team. We try to get as many industry professionals as we can, and just kind kind of get the tent set up out here and get guys with their nice cars to come in and park. So.
Awesome. So I know you guys got a lot of cars out here. I know tomorrow we'll do the winners, but is there anything particular you guys have seen so far that you're like, oh, that's a sweet ride?
Yeah, obviously trucks are definitely growing, and so I think that what's kind of neat to see is a lot of the trucks coming out. There's 4 or 5 trucks out here, and we just kind of really like the trucks, and it's I like to see them being done in all different fashions.
All right, so Melissa here, still over here in the pros pick area, and you know, when you think of the word pro, that's when we find Tim Strange over here, just meandering around the cars, picking out his favorites. But the best thing about it is that the pros are over here, they're looking at all this, and you've got some ideas in mind of what you thought looked pretty good today?
Yeah, they've had a whole bunch of the builders and industry people out here doing the judging and the picking for the pros picks here. So we've everybody's here, the weather's great. So I've kind of got a few favorites in my mind. That doesn't mean that I interviewed them, that I voted for them. We're not going to put all that out there, but there's some cool stuff here, and we're going to walk around and talk to some of the builders and some of the owners of these cars. Now, right here behind me is something I've seen here at a few events through the year, and it's when you build a hot rod, you kind of look to be, man, I want that car that this guy had down the street, the cool kid in the block or whatever. And this is kind of the era of cars that I grew up on. My dad had Tri-5 Chevys and some muscle cars, and they had like tunnel rams and big motors and lifted suspensions and stuff. So this thing is really cool. So we're going to talk to this guy. He's going to tell us who he is and a little bit about the car and the idea behind the build. So stand here so your car can be seen in the background. And we are on Facebook Live, and there's children around, so I'm going to try to watch my language, so you too, please.
Well, I'm Jeff Mumford. I'm from here in, outside Louisville, Kentucky. The car was built I always felt like I grew up in the wrong generation, so I wasn't even born when this car was first made. So I figured if I was in high school and had an unlimited budget, what would I have built? And this is kind of what I came up with.
Yeah, and
these touches.
It was built, you live here local, the builder was local. I've known him for many years, so it's kind of cool. Here in the Pros Picks, one of the stars that I think is a local built car too, so.
Yeah, and I kind of came up with the ideas. I just don't have time, or I couldn't finish a car to this level anyway. So Jeremy he built the car. I kind of gave him the ideas of what I liked and what I wanted, and this is what he did, and he did a great job.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. It was Jeremy Thompson, local guy, also has built cars in the years that's won Pros Picks out here, and I think it's amazing, and good luck to you, and thanks for bringing it out.
Sir, thank you very much, man.
So we're still live, and we're going to take the microphone here and kind of wander around and try to find a couple other guys. So tell us where you're from and a little bit about your car back here.
I am from Floyd Knobs, Indiana, right across the river here, about 20 minutes, and got a little 66 Mustang convertible we built for a customer, Terry Miner, and thought we brought it out today to show it off.
And isn't your truck in the builder's showcase also?
That is correct. I do have my personal 55 F100s in the builder's showcase, and then we also have a 34 four-door sedan in the Ride Tech booth inside the vendor's area.
And the black truck in the builder's showcase is your personal truck, took a long time to build it, and it won a Pros Pick here last year, didn't it?
It sure did, yes. Yeah, that is my personal truck, 16-year build. Finished it up in 2016 and then toured around with it all last year and had it out here last year and got to take home Pros Pick with it. So
very cool. Yeah, this is your new car for the year. It's got a lot of Pro Tour stuff. Phenomenal paint and fit and the finish like you guys are obviously known for. Great interior, but really cool underneath the hood that at first glance just walking by, it looks like it's just, if you look at the engine, it kind of surprises you, and I totally dig it. It's got all the, the overflow tank and the white windshield wiper stuff and all the correct colors and everything on. Of course, finished way beyond it was at the factory. So was that your idea behind it?
That was. When the owner come to us, he was having trouble with the way it handled and drove, didn't like it. He wanted it to, have the modern handling, but he liked the way they looked. He wanted all the emblems, he wanted all the chrome on the outside. So I said, well, if we're going to do that on the outside, we're going to carry it all the way through. So we hit a nice little fuel-injected small block down underneath there, with all the factory Ford blue. And the guys at the shop thought I was crazy when I come out of the paint booth, but they like it now. It turned out real well. So we went a little overkill with the factory feel with the hoses and clamps and the battery and all that, but it gives it a nice, refreshing look for the pro touring world.
I dig it. Well, congrats on another awesome build, and good luck to you, man.
So we're out here at the Street Kana. I know you guys saw a little bit of this yesterday, but now I'm here with the man, Bill Howell. Thank you for talking to us.
Oh, good. Glad to have you guys out. Boy, I tell you what, it's so exciting to be out at the National Street Rod Association now. We do 4 events with them every year. This is the big one, obviously, at Louisville. The turnout's been tremendous. Yesterday we did 612 laps. By 11 o'clock this morning, we already had 300 laps this morning. So we may have 700 laps today, I don't know. It's huge, as you can see. The crowd's big. People are just running the snot out of their cars. It's great to see people getting out of their lounge chairs and into their cars and actually driving them. You know, trailers are for boats. NSRA had taught me that a long time ago. People drive their cars, but now we can actually get out and see how they perform. Great to have them out.
And you don't have to actually be like a professional race car driver to come out here and participate in this, do you?
Oh, absolutely not. As long as you bought a participant and your car's registered, it's free to come out. You can run it one time or you can run it all day like some of these folks have. We've wore out 8 tires already on our Share the Ride cars where we're giving people rides. So you don't even have to bring your car. You can come ride in our BF Goodrich sponsored Share the Ride Mustangs and enjoy the thrill without spending any money. But I assure you, if you'll come play, you will go get your car, you will be hooked.
Well, what makes something like this so exciting? Like, why would you tell somebody to come out and do something like this?
You know, nowadays, people get out and they play with their cars, but on the street, it's really unsafe to do that. You know, street race and all that stuff is really crazy. But you can get out here, and unlike a drag race that lasts, 12 seconds, 13 seconds, whatever, you know, these are actually 46 seconds of pretty intense riding. And you get to see how your car's performing. And, you know, we're all the same way. Everybody's competitive. So everybody wants to get in the car to see how much better they can do. Even if you're just competing against yourself, seeing if this time's better than last, it's just a blast.
Exciting. So even somebody like me, I can just hop in one of these cars and roll around and enjoy it?
You know what? I think it'd be a good idea for us to put you in one of these cars and see how you enjoy it.
Okay, I think I need to do that. I got to do it last year, but I need the thrill back. I need to do it again. What exactly is this truck?
Okay, so this is a very thinly disguised race car.
Okay.
That's a truck. But it's done by one of our sponsors, No Limit Engineering. In fact, you're going to ride with Rob, who owns No Limit Engineering. And I think you're going to get a thrill ride. Maybe you'll understand about the excitement. I won't have to explain it anymore.
Yeah, I think I'm ready. What is your name again, sir? Rob?
Yep.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about this truck before I get in it. I need to know.
Okay, well, it's a 69 Chevy C10, or what's left of it. It was actually a 3/4 ton long bed when I started. And really the outer skin is all that's left. It's full tube chassis, fabricated front suspension, fab rear suspension, about 600 horse, and I have a great time in it. It's a lot of fun.
So I'm gonna have a great time because you do. Oh, yeah. Yeah? Okay. All right, I'm gonna get buckled up and we're gonna do this thing. Thank you for the ride. My hair's everywhere. We were flying like the wind.
Thanks for going with us.
Thank you so much. And you need to get down here, Street Kana, Street Rod Nationals. Come on down. It's a blast. As you can see, there's many, many, many things you can do here at Women's World, at the Street Rod Nationals in general. You know, you come here for the cars, but sometimes you just need a break from the heat. It's getting a little warm outside.
Absolutely, yeah.
Come on into Women's World, get your shopping done, and
just get everything that you could ever need for birthdays, Christmas, yourself, whomever.
Everything. Spend all your money. Come, do it. It'll be worth it.
It's Saturday morning, lots of cars coming through the front gate here in Louisville, Kentucky. The Street Rod Nationals, the 48th annual Street Rod Nationals.
The cars are so cool. This weather is just unbelievable. And the people are what make it right now for me.
down here?
Love automobiles.
Do you guys have a car here?
Yep.
What kind of car do you have?
I have a 70 Chevy pickup.
70 Chevy pickup. How about you, sir?
35 Ford pickup.
35. They got the pickups. The pickups are pretty big this year. We've seen a lot of them.
50 here, I mean, you see it. It's unbelievable. I've been to, this is my 48th year. I'm one of the people that's been to every one of them.
You've been to all of them.
And the first one was more impressive to me because you can see all of them at one spot. Here, there's no way.
There's too many.
This is the best way to see them, when coming in or going out.
How many years have you been going?
First year.
Your first year. Oh, we got a newbie. We got one who's been to every single one of them and one who's a first timer. What has your experience been like so far?
Just unbelievable. Never seen so many automobiles.
I'm here with Mr. Mark Plies, and we're going to talk a little bit about his 55 Chevy. And how long have you had this car?
I've had bits and pieces of this car since I was in high school in 1970. Me and my dad got it as a shell. It used to be a race car at St. Louis International Raceway. And we drug it home with a tow rope. And 50-some years later, this is what it put together. It started out with a 283 Power Glide. Now it has a 427 big block Chevy, turbo 400, 4-link, air conditioning, nice comfortable ride, cruise on the highway now, no more on the racetrack. But it's been an ongoing process, and my plans for it is when I get through driving it, I'm going to pass it on to my son, so it's never going to be sold.
I'm here with Mr. Calvin Clark, and he's got a what year?
1955 Chevy two-door post. This is called a turquoise and white. I put a 350 engine in it, and I put a 350 turbo transmission in it. I put a Ride Tech, actually I bought a Ride Tech suspension system to put on it today.
What have you loved most about the Street Rod Nationals this year?
Well, I love everything about the Street Rod Nationals. Here at the Street Rod Nationals, you get to get all types of ideas for your car and to see the beauty and what other people have done to theirs.
There's beautiful cars there, about 10,000 probably. Basically, it's all stock. It has the stock frame that I modified. It has different front end suspension under it. I put a 2011 Dodge Charger engine transmission in it. It has a 67 Chrysler rear end. And other than that, it's basically pretty stock. The seat's still stock. Of course, they redid it all for me, but and the car was all built in my garage. The car never left my garage till it was running. And I did have the interior done. I did have the exhaust done by professionals, but the rest of it I did all myself. So I'm pretty proud of it.
Okay, so now we're over here in the 29 and below section. This is one of my favorites, just because, you know, we talked to some of the older guys that are here, and they're like, you know, we want to get the younger crowd involved. We need more younger guys and gals to come over and get into this business and carry it on, you know. So this is what I personally love. So we're over here with
Evan Morris.
Evan Morris, and what did you bring with you here today?
40 Studebaker pickup. Took 4 inches out of the rockers, then Took about 2 inches out of the hood. It's got a Monte Carlo subframe, small block Chevy.
We got 3 trucks we're going to look at here. What's your name?
Tyler Sturgill.
Nice to meet you. What did you bring here?
It's a 56 Ford truck.
Okay, give us a little bit of engine and all of that.
Me and my buddies bought it about a month ago and decided we wanted to re-up for the Street Rod Nationals, and took about 5 weeks, and we put a 78 Camaro subframe in it. It's got a small block Chevy 355 in it, and C-notched the frame, redone all the brakes, and just kind of got it together as fast as we could to make it down.
What did you bring with you today?
48 Ford F1. Me and Evan and Tyler built it 2 years ago, and I kind of just got started on it. I helped Evan build his Studebaker when I was in high school, and just fell in love with it. So
The 3 of you are buddies,
Yeah.
and you've got besties, and they've got their vehicles all lined up here together. So what got you into street rods?
Hanging out with Evan and Billy when I was a kid. I just started going with them to car shows before Evan got his truck, and then I kind of started hanging back around with him, and just since then I just love old trucks. And after he built his, they said that they'd help me build one, so here I am.
I'm Brian Finch with the AutocrossGuys.com, and we're here running this show for NSRA to let people come out, enjoy their cars, all these beautiful hot rods that we got. You know, no sense in just sitting back and letting the paint shine. Get it out here and do something with it. It's a great family environment, safe, low speeds. You know, we keep everybody safe. Worst thing you're going to do is spin out and hit a cone, but funnest thing you can do in a parking lot.
Why would you guys get together and do something like this, offer free rides and take people on this kind of a thrill?
Well, the main thing is just to let more people experience it, right? Because it's that first ride, that first lap you take, that's what sets that hook and gets you into it. And once you get in one of these cars and see how much fun it is, I mean, you just want to do it again and again. So we just allow people to come out in a safe, controlled environment to experience that for the first time. There's no pressure, there's no stress, there's no big competition going on here. It's all about fun. So we're just letting people have a good time and enjoy their day.
Awesome, and I can attest to that because I did it yesterday, and I'm telling you, I was like, let's go again, let's do this again. It was so much fun. You get that bug, you want to do it.
Oh yeah, we can sit in these cars and run 100 laps in a row and never get tired.
I'm here with Debbie, who did the Street Kata. Debbie.
Rode it in a 2017 new Mustang. It was a blast. Leslie was my driver. She was great. It was better than a video game.
But that's the real thing, right? So now you're up here watching. Why stick around and watch something like this?
It's fun to watch all the street rods come out and do it too. Bring your own car out.
But we got another guy who just finished. Come on in, sir. Let's see. Okay, come have a seat with me. So you just did it.
Yes, Leslie was my driver. She's great.
How thrilling was it? Tell us about it.
Fun.
What would you say to somebody they're just sitting around, they haven't come over to Street Kata yet?
They need to drop down there and get in there and do it. It's fun.
It is a 1965 Cobra replica made by Factory 5 Mark I. It has a 302 in it from a United Mustang. It's a component car.
We're out here at the exhibit hall, and I'm just met with Mr. Yogi at Yogi's Inc.
We've been known to sell parts for the people that have all these cars out here this weekend, and I've been doing it for almost 40 years now.
So you see a lot of repeating customers coming through this week?
Oh gosh, this is old home week for me. I mean, I was just talking to a customer here for a few minutes. I get to see a couple times a year, so it's fun.
Everything on this car is one-off. You can't buy the parts on this car. They're made for this car, and they're one-off. In other words, what's on this car, there's only one of. That front bumper, spreader bar, there's only one of them. Headlights, there's only one set of those. Tail lights, there's only one set of them.
I'm over here at Nostalgia Motorsports in the exhibit hall with Mr. Michael. Would you mind telling us a little bit more about what Nostalgia does?
Nostalgia, I've been building cars for over 40 years, sort of as a closely guarded secret in Los Angeles, because I'm also a full-time practicing CPA and I'm retiring at the end of the year. So one of the things that we're planning to do is to really go full-time into the car building to the extent my wife allows me to take time away from traveling and whatnot. And we're very pleased that we were selected as a builder to showcase our Z409 Camaro. The concept is if Chevrolet had built it as a show car in 1962, what might it look like with some of the key features that cars had at the time. The most dramatic change is the roof, which has been significantly modified to emulate the big bubble top Impala roof and window. It was originally in Hot Rod magazine in 2009. I saw it and I was captivated by the fact that no one had ever really come up with a retro kind of a retro look to a Camaro. Everything is done pro touring or very contemporary. And I'm kind of known for doing these more historically motivated kind of projects. So it really resonated with me.
Greatest show on earth. Somebody has a street rod and they don't make this event, they're missing a lot out in life.
I love them all. I tell you what, there's such a diverse crowd and so many different kinds of cars and makes. I mean, I appreciate them all of them.
Jerry Dixie, spelled with a Y, not an I.
D-I-X-E-Y. These folks down here in Kentucky spell it wrong. They spell it D-I-X-I-E, but it's D-I-X-E-Y.
E-Y. We're over here. He is the road tour director. And tell us a little bit about what goes on.
For the last 22 years, we've put together tours around the United States, and people come out on the road with me, and we see a lot of cool places. We left Speedway Motors last Thursday, 50 cars, 25 of them came in from California, and 25 joined us there. So we rolled 50 cars into Louisville in the Street Rod Nationals. We stopped at Kansas Speedway, we stopped at Pete and Jake's, we stopped at Aeromotive, and then we came in for the rest of the beginning of the week.
You guys just go all over. Everywhere.
We've been everywhere but the electric chair.
That's a good thing. I'm glad you're here.
Yes.
How many people are usually on the road?
In our tours, we average anywhere between 35 cars, and we have 80 signed up for a little event down in Mississippi called Cruising the Coast, and that's in October. So we're going to be going down there. But we try to attend as many NSRA events. I'm proud of the fact that from 1996 to 2005, I attended every NSRA event in the United States driving a street rod.
Wow, that's awesome. That's quite something to you guys need to get on the road. So
Yeah.
I know we're standing in front of is this the new car? Or
The-
is one of the cars?
Every year we choose a builder somewhere in the United States to build a state-of-the-art street rod for me to drive around and take on the tour. This year's car is a 57 Chevy, and the significant thing about this is a totally reproduction steel body. They are making a complete 57 Chevy convertible. This was built by Woody's Hot Rods in Bright, Indiana. It's powered by a Chevy Performance ZZ6 V8 motor. This year's tour is sponsored by ARP, so it's the ARP Street Rodder Magazine Road Tour, presented by Chevy Performance, Roadster Shop chassis, Dakota Digital, all the good stuff, all the right things.
All the right things. You got to have those when you're on the road.
Yeah, we do. And we've already put 7,500 miles on the car.
All right.
And we'll probably put another 13,000 before we're done. We are going to make our way up to Burlington, Vermont in the NSRA Northeast Nationals in September. We already got some people signed up for that. And what we're doing here, Melissa, is the people that you see in the background. This is the annual Saturday Road Tour Reunion. This is folks that have traveled with us on previous tours, and they all come together on Saturday at noon and they renew their acquaintances with some of the friends they might have traveled with. And it's fun to see some familiar faces.
Okay, well, we're live inside Freedom Hall where the giveaway car is about to happen. The 1933 Ford Coupe behind us, a beautiful, beautiful vehicle.
Beautiful.
Somebody's about to win this thing.
It's got suicide doors, the gorgeous exposed engine, beautiful color. I'm excited. I wish I had a car entered so I could probably win it.
I know, that would be awesome. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what next year's car is going to be. So that's pretty exciting too. They did a beautiful job. The color.
It's a goldish coppery. It's beautiful, nice metallic sheen. Barely been driven from exhibit hall to here. That's pretty much it.
That's right.
It's got a beautiful dark brown leather interior.
Whoever wins this is a lucky one, for sure.
You guys ready to win this car? Come on. For those of you who we have not had the privilege to meet, we are Reisinger Custom Rebuilding. We have been honored to build not one but two giveaway cars for NSRA. Wherever Mr. Walker is, sir, thank you very much. Thank you very much to the NSRA to have faith in us to do a second one.
6, 9, 8, 2.
On their way down. First, they'll verify that he's registered, and then he'll get to take the car home. Well, we are here in Freedom Hall. They have the winner. Rick has won this awesome, beautiful. He's right over there giving hugs, shaking hands, kissing babies. He's so excited.
Oh, he's shaking like that.
So how was it sitting up there? And
I wasn't up there.
You weren't up there with him?
No,
You
I
were
was up
out.
there with his other one.
Oh my gosh.
Rick. Huh? Yeah, buddy.
Hi, Rick. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so how are you feeling right now?
I'm pumped. I'm
We
pumped.
got to show the people what you look like. This is the winner.
I'm sorry I look this way, but this is the way it is.
You're looking good and you're looking happy too.
I'm happy.
How many years you been coming to the Street Rod Nationals?
2002.
Okay.
Yeah, 2002. That's when I got my first street rod.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And so you've been coming ever since. You've been coming to these things, thinking you're gonna get your name drawn, and
No, not really. No.
hoping.
Praying I'd get my name drawn, but I never thought this would happen ever. No, I'm thrilled to death. Yeah.
It's a very exciting thing. We got the builder here. He's got some.
We're going to introduce you to the builder.
That's right. He's got some keys for you.
Hand already,
sir.
but thank you.
Pleasure to meet you, brother.
Thank
I'm
you.
so happy for you. And here are the keys to your fine new ride.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
I think you'll like it a bunch.
I will. I know I will. We got a cousin that lives in Evansville.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
You better be stopping by to see me when you come over to visit the cousin.
We will be there.
All right.
All right.
What are you gonna do? What's the first thing you're gonna do after you do the paper? You're gonna drive us around, show it off, make everybody jealous? What you gonna do?
I don't want to make everybody jealous, but I definitely want to drive it around and show it. Absolutely. But I'm sure most everybody's seen this car, but they're going to see it more in this region.
Awesome.
All right.
That is awesome.
All right.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. We know you're gonna enjoy it. You just go. Yeah, you need to go take a look in it. I know you're excited.
Yeah, I am.
I did want to ask you also about
ma'am.
the car and building it. How
Well-
was that journey?
That journey was exciting. I mean, it is positively thrilling. This time we were blessed to have a rolling chassis to start with, so that made life a lot easier for us.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, it definitely saved us a bunch of hours.
Oh, that's good.
but I could sit here and talk about all the great vendors that were a part of it. And I just got to say it was a pleasure and an honor. We really appreciate NSRA giving us this opportunity for the second time. A little secret, don't tell anybody, but we're actually going to be one of the 2 builders for the 50th anniversary giveaway car too.
That's exciting.
But it's a secret, so do not tell anybody. It's a secret. Yeah.
Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Don't watch.
Whatever. Yeah. Don't. Yeah. It's not us.
That's awesome, though.
Wow, I'm pretty excited.
That's exciting. Well, you guys did an amazing job. We've all been talking about the color of this car. Why this color? It's amazing. It's very unique.
Oh, wait till you see it outside. There's a lot of magic in this paint. It's a PPG out of the Vibrance collection. It's called Copper Penny. And when you see it outside, it gets extra special. It does all kinds of dancing. I mean, it is purdy. And that's really what drew me to it. We wanted something that popped. There's 1 or 2 33s out there, and so we needed something a little bit more special.
It stood out. I think it definitely stands out.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Beautiful job. Thank you so much.
It's our pleasure.
We're looking forward to that 50th anniversary special.
Yes, you are.
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
What? Yeah,
I
okay.
didn't mean to do that. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and thank you guys for staying with us this weekend as we give away this beautiful car. As you can see, Rick, he's really happy.
Somebody else won, remember? Yeah. I got lucky this time.
It is Sunday morning. It's the last day of the Street Rod Nationals. It's been a great week, great weather, lots of beautiful cars, but there's still more to see today.
Right. We've got the Circle of Winners, the new product winners, and you can still come out and see the 2018 giveaway car, which will be given away next year at the Street Rod Nationals.
Right. So that was just revealed late yesterday afternoon.
Right.
After the giveaway. Man, wasn't that guy excited yesterday?
Oh, he was shaking. He was so happy. His wife didn't even know. She was sitting out at the car.
Right. So were you guys in the giveaway yesterday?
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah.
Boy, he called it out loud. He was not going to be missed. So I think Taylor wants to talk to you guys about your cars for a minute. Is that good for you?
Fine.
All right. And your name, sir?
Gene Stills.
Gene. Okay. We're here with Gene and
Greg Fleener.
And Greg, where y'all from?
Yeah. He's from Madisonville, Kentucky, and I'm from a little old town, a hole in the wall called Slaughters, Kentucky, about 12 miles from Madisonville.
Not far.
Not too far, about 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Perfect. All right, well, show us your vehicles if you would.
All right, so what do we have first? You want?
Start there, I guess.
All right, let's look at yours. What do you call this color?
That's called PPG Race Red. That was done by a guy named Brian Talaferro down in Madisonville, Kentucky. And he done a really good job on it, I feel like.
It is definitely beautiful.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
So what kind of car is this?
This 1968 Chevy C10. I bought this about 5 years ago. It was a one-owner truck. It was a really solid truck, but it was golden white. It was a long bed. It was just a farm-type looking truck. And I was just going to get a repaint on it, and we started taking it apart. It was so solid, we just couldn't stop. So we just kind of made it a full-fledged show truck. So we've been real happy with how it turned out, and the people seem to enjoy it. So that's makes us feel good.
All right. Now tell me the color of this one. These two are beautiful together, by the way.
The green is a special mix that I mixed up.
Oh.
So it's the factory Indian ivory on the white. But I wanted a green that's a little bit brighter than stock, so I come up with my own color on the green.
I mean, it's a beautiful color. I
Thank
cannot believe that you made it yourself. It
Oh,
just
yeah.
came out so smooth, you know?
Well, I've been in the body shop business for about 30 years. So I build my own. Me and Gene, he's my motor man, my mechanic. He does all my motor work, and me and him together built both of these pretty well. So we have a lot of fun. We run around and go everywhere.
We are in the exhibit hall with Roger and Jacob, and we were headed out to your truck. We wanted to really get a look at that and get you guys out there, but it started raining just a little. That's not a word we like.
It's not a word we like, but it's cooled the weather off. This is one of the better years at the NSRA in Louisville.
The weather has been almost perfect.
I've been coming here for 23 of the events, and this is probably one of our better years.
Absolutely.
So,
and you're a lifetime member.
I'm a life member. 2565 is my number. Jacob's not a life member yet, but we spent all our money on cars and groceries.
Look, you have to eat. Yeah. So you are the patriarch, if you will, of a street riding family.
I am. The wife and I are the first couple ever to drive to all 11 NSRA events in the same year. And we drove in the truck that Jacob's driving today, 1935 Ford pickup with a 327 in it, built Ford tough with Chevy stuff. And it's served us great. We've got several street rods. He's building his own street rod right now, a 54 Chevrolet COE, in our shop. We live next door to each other, and I see him every day in the shop. I don't get down and up like I used to. Jacob's great to have around the shop.
Jacob, you're good for
getting under the cars and doing the grease work.
Hauling stuff. It's stuff that's got to be passed on. We've got some Burking equipment in the shop, and he's learning to use it. It just, you know.
Well, all my buddies, they kind of drool over the truck when I drive it to school, and it's nice to have, nice to get in and drive it. That's just a hobby turned into a lifestyle.
But the truck still drives pretty good.
Yeah, you can turn the key and go get groceries or go get your girlfriend.
Even better.
And NSRA is about the people. It's about the people that organize. It's about the people that safety inspect. It's about the people that come. If I don't show up here after doing 23 years in a row, I know they're going to call my house and say, "Where are you?"
I'm here with Mr. Pete George, and he is with Brookville Roadster, and they have won a new product award this year. Would you mind telling us which award that is and for which product?
Yes, we've got a new product here. We've designed this car with chip foose, and we took from pen and paper sketch to a real steel body. So basically creating what he put down in pen and paper, and you can see on the sign there, you know, some of the sketches that he did in the beginnings, starting with just a napkin onto paper and then back to the stamping plant. We came up with the doors from a 3-window coupe, the lower door, the cow section from a 3-window, the upper cow is from a Roadster. From there forward is your regular 32. Then we came back, and the 34 door, we used a Roadster door top. We come back into the quarter, used a 3-window lower quarter panel. Here again, used the door tops to make this flow, and then a 32 Roadster cab back to get the back. So it's been pretty well pieced in different parts. This is a prototype that we built, and we just won the award for 5,000 and up through NSRA for new product. We're going to build 32 of these bodies, limited edition, through Chip Foose. They will all be numbered, signed by Chip Foose, and will come with a sterling silver plaque that goes with it. And you know, we're just glad to be out here and add new product to, you know, the industry through NSRA.
Well, my name is Sam Noruzi. I started with the company 5 years ago. We actually acquired this from Walker 6 years back. Once we started, we had like 9 designs. Now we do have 23 different designs. We almost have a fan for every radiator there is. Cooling Components has been making the coolest fans for the hottest rods. So we always say the best cars have our fans. What we have developed eliminates all the relays, the hassle with the wiring and everything, and it replaces the relay systems and the temperature switches. It has its own dedicated temperature monitoring system off of the thermostat neck. So you have live temperature monitoring, and this is all solid state, so it's smart. It realizes if your engine gets hot pretty quick or not, and it adapts the fan function accordingly. I have to say that we are really excited about this, and it makes sense. Everybody who knows and has installed a fan, once they see all the information on this, they instantly want one. It's very easy installation, it's weatherproof, and it's very convenient. So everybody who sees this says, that's what I want. And we worked 3 years on it, we used it, abused it, and it amazed us, and I hope it does the same for everybody else. We always say, if people are leaving the fairgrounds, they have their windows up, 90% they have one of our fans in there, so because we can't keep them quiet no matter how big the engine is.
How excited you all for the award this year?
Yes, we are. We never expected to be like that, but we really are honored, and we really thank NSRA for support and everything, and I hope it does the job which it's supposed to do. Yes, this is a great honor for us.
We're here with Ross Ortman of Dakota Digital, and they have won the 1,000 to 5,000 award for new product picks this year. You want to tell me a little bit about this product?
This is the our new HDX platform for the 40 Ford application. We've got a full color system where you can do up to 12 different themes into it. You can get deep into the menu and do the over 30 different color selections. It allows you to go ahead, integrated capacitive touch push button displays, high resolution TFT screen in there. So it's really a very high-tech modern instrumentation system that's designed to fit right into that application. We've seen a lot of people that sought new products and came over here, wanted to buy it, or maybe even had our just prior model and wanted to go ahead and upgrade and get into the newer technology, the newer system. So it's been getting just some phenomenal response.
What is probably your favorite part about this piece?
Just the visual look of it. It is just such a sharp, crisp display that has just some incredible visual clarity to it. It just really jumps out of the dash and just looks so sharp and clear.
Will you give us just a little bit of information about what Dakota Digital does in general besides making an awesome new product?
You know, we're in 31 years in business, and we do instrumentation systems for the hot rod market, for the Harley-Davidson aftermarket, and a lot of just vehicle electronics to make your hot rod have all the modern amenities and features that your daily driver does.
I'm here with Harvey Richardson at Watson Streetworks, who's won 2 awards this year in the new products display. Would you mind telling us what those awards were?
Sure. They were both for our new backup camera mirror system. The first award was for the 200 to 500 price category, and the other one is the one we're really proud of. That is the Best New Safety Product Award.
What is your favorite feature on this backup camera?
Good question. We have a lot of customers who are using it all the time as their rearview mirror. They said, why should we just have it on when we're in reverse? The favorite features, it's got the guiding lights, lines for when you back up. It's adjustable as far as contrast and brightness, those kinds of things. And it's instant on is another nice thing about it. You have this unit that you drill a hole in your back of your car, and you pop that in there, and it's a discreet little camera. Or if you don't want to drill a hole or the back of your car is slanted, we have this one, which is the license plate bracket. And then you can just adjust this up or down as you need to. We put 6 new products in the showcase this year, and we had a couple more that are also new, but we didn't feel were necessary to be in the showcase. So I don't know if I can do 6 every year, but there's always something cooking in the back of my head.
We're over at Way Cool Customs with Mr. Reed Richards, who is actually designing the 2018 Street Rod Nationals giveaway car. Tell me about what car y'all have chosen, how y'all picked it.
Well, the NSRA came to us. They said we could do a 32 of some sort, a Roadster, Coupe, or Vicky. And I thought the Vicky hasn't been done recently, so we would go with that one. We got with Eric Brockmeyer out of Florida. He did the rendering on the car. He gave us a few colors to choose from, and we choose this orange to go with. We thought it would look good on a t-shirt and on any sort of flyer, so that's what the car is going to be. We got with Bebops. They did the body. It's been chopped 2.5 inches. Then we had an additional 3/4 of an inch taken out of the A-pillar to get a slight angle chop out of it. The car's been channeled 2 inches in the front, 1 inch in the back to set the stance just right. It's sitting on one of our chassis made in our shop. The car's been stretched 3 inches here in the hood.
What is going to be the way coolest aspect of this car?
It's got to be the stance. I've already heard it already. Everybody says the car sits just right. They said they wouldn't change a thing. We've raised all the suspension to get the car to sit low. The car's got to sit right from the get-go to look right in the end. It takes a lot of great companies to come together to make a great car, so we couldn't do it all on our own. We're working with several companies. There's probably over 30 sponsors.
We're at the Circle of Winners here in Louisville, Kentucky, the 48th Annual Street Rod Nationals. You guys got a pro's pick right behind us, a 32 Ford Roadster.
Yeah, it's great. We're happy to be here. We're honored that we got picked. It was pretty heavy this year, heavy stuff, and we really didn't expect it, but we're proud of it. I played with a toy that looked like this. I always thought that's what made me love hot rods, and I always said to myself that if I ever had the opportunity to build a car, it would be that one, and that's what inspired the colors and the interior and the exhaust and everything else.
You put this on the extreme fast track.
Well, actually I did. I wanted to get it to Charlotte because I wanted to have something for the shop and for myself to ride around in. So we debuted it in Charlotte last year, and it was a big hit, and it's actually just our drive around kind of shop car. We use this car every single day. I drive it back and forth to work, and I'm on my second set of tires. So I'm known for doing burnouts, and it's only got 4,000 miles on it. So we're having a blast with it, and it's just getting a lot of recognition that I didn't realize that so many people would love it.
There's a lot of details throughout the entire car. We have a pinstripe belt all the way down to bamboo flooring, and even has a vintage doorknob as a gear shift. I help work in the front office, but I'll help the guys in the back if needed. I actually help build the carbs on this car, and just try to tie up any loose ends that I can.
No,
not afraid.
She does everything but drive air hauler to drive air cars to, wax, buff, detail, build air carburetors, whatever it takes.
Alan and Jill, and
Pleasure.
so you guys drove up for the weekend. And
We did.
What do you think?
I love this. This is about my 6th year being up here. The people are so nice in Louisville. I just can't imagine the amount of money and talent that is actually here in one spot if you add the cars up.
Oh, he's building me a 66 convertible Mustang. So we have started purchasing all the parts and tires and wheels and lamps and headlights and what all we
Paint.
get.
We've shopped it all, you know. It's a good place to come to buy and look, get ideas, look at all the vendors.
Talk
That's
to
a
the
wonderful
experts.
thing.
It's a great place to shop. It's a great place
Yes,
to get
sir.
some tips, some
Yes, sir.
ideas.
Yes.